Just a minute. Tonight is the 14th of June, 2024. The time now is 4:31, no, 4:51 in the morning. Um, so I'm just waking up to being severely tortured with this energy, hot energy, being rushed into my private area that goes up in my stomach. This is being done to me every single night. We've been living in this house 2.5 years. And for 2.5 years, this is what they've been doing to me. They've just been blowing me up. They had this house set up before we ever moved in it. They waited to see which house we were going to choose. So the house that we chose, I guess they talked to the owner who owned this house and the real estate agency. And the real estate agency and the owner allowed them to set this house up so that they can attack me and my sister. We lived on Glen Riley Drive. And on Glen Riley Drive, when we moved there, they had this lady to run over the fence that was connected to 4 different houses. And so when they built it back, they built it back as a weapon because the fence didn't have lights on it, and it was two-sided. One side went to one house, and the other side went to our house at the very back of the fence. But he built it back as one-sided, just one fence, and he put lights on it and connected it on our side of the fence. And on his side of the fence, he had an aluminum fence to protect his yard. And they had this man to put some type of aluminum chain to connect the house that was right beside us. They fenced to protect their yard. I do have this stuff on video. So when we moved here, everything was already done. And they had the city workers to go down to the end of this street and dig down there, down at the very end by the mailbox. Whatever it was they did caused our house to flood. The commode, both commodes, because there's 2 bathrooms here, both commodes, both bathtubs, both sinks in the bathroom and the sink in the kitchen flooded. That way they had to get someone to come here and do some work on the ground. So the utility people sent some men here, and then they had to get PWC to come and do some digging out in the yard. So for the last 2.5 years, different people have been coming digging under the ground, even all the way at the end of the streets. people had some men to come put some stuff on the ground down there. So what they're doing is connecting, uh, couldn't get something connected down on the ground so that they can attack us here. So when we moved here, my sister could walk. She was walking, even though she was being real stubborn. She didn't want to walk because they started attacking her legs and stuff at the other house. And she got what she didn't want to walk. I guess her legs was hurting her because they attacked her legs. They attacked my legs, and it'd be hard for me to stand up and stuff sometimes because my legs they attacking our cells on the inside of our body. This hot energy comes out from under the ground, but I think they have pipes that they send some type of hot air energy through those pipes that comes up wherever I am because they're getting my DNA from the doctors. They have our bowel. That's what they follow, and they do that through blood. So the only way they can get my blood is through medical. The dentist, I had work done to the dentist, uh, and taking my blood at the doctors in the hospital because they had me doing procedures so they could implant me. I'm thinking I'm having medical problems, but I was being attacked with direct energy weapon, not knowing it. So I'm going to medical doctor, but the medical doctors they know what's going on because they tell them. You know, the doctors have me because I was having a problem with my heart. So the heart specialist in Lumberton, North Carolina, um, had me going to Chapel Hill, and they put have been putting. They said I had three clogged arteries, so they say they put a stent in the worst one, but I think they were lying. They did put something in me because I could feel it moving, whatever it was right up on my left breast, and um, oh, excuse me, um, they have uh, said they had put the stent under my breast. But they didn't say it. They put a stent under the worst artery that was damaged. But they just implanted me, and they I started having a problem with my stomach shaking. I couldn't sleep at night because my stomach would be shaking. Somebody was hitting me in the stomach with the direct energy. So I went to the stomach specialist. He said I had Crohn's disease and a nervous stomach, and that he needed to go on the inside of me. So that's how he got a chance to go inside my body and implant me from my rectum. And that's where he went in through the rectum. So the energy goes in through the rectum and through my vagina, mostly my rectum. And so you got these prophetess and prophets saying that we're being raped by a demon, but it's not what's going on. We're being raped because someone is raping us with energy, frequency, whatever it is. It's being controlled. You can see all this energy in this house. On the walls. It's coming in through the walls because this is PWC. And whoever's doing this is some of that's coming in through the wall. This is coming from PWC. but that's coming out from up under the floor. It's the neighbors, people in the neighborhood. Because when we moved here, how when we moved here, when I put my system up, my security system up, you can see lines. One line was going across the street over there. One line was going back down, uh, back out the neighborhood. One line was going behind the houses behind us, and one line was going over where the food truck used to be parked at that two-story building over there. So during that time, the first 2 years, the food truck man was doing the attacks. So once he left, uh, I heard him telling someone what to do. Because he always would talk loud when he knew I'm outside. He would talk loud. I hear him say he was going to make me lust, and was telling people that I was trying to record him. I wasn't trying to record him. I'm trying to record that sound that he was making with that food truck. But it wasn't just a regular food truck. Because a food truck shouldn't make that type of sound. It was like a wah drums. And I would put this laptop right here outside and record. You could never hear it unless you had on earphones. And then you still didn't hear the sound that it was making. You would just hear a constant, like a motor. But it was doom 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 doom. It was loud like a wah sound, like how they beat drums. And some kind of way in here at nighttime, the furnace is making that same sound. But that furnace shouldn't make that sound. So that sound is coming from somewhere else. Even this air is coming from somewhere else. The heat in here is coming from somewhere else because I'm being dehydrated. I can cut the whole utility off, and whatever it is that they using still be on. But the utility box up under this house. There's a light up under this house with a light bulb. There are different types of pipes. There's a silver pipe which goes to the air conditioner. There is white pipes. I think that's what the water runs through. And then there's a black pipe that runs right up under this house, up under the floor. I think that's the pipe they uses to attack me and my sister. And this stuff, I was trying to figure out how can this stuff go right up in our private area like it does. This cause this is where they have the implants at. Wherever the implants at, they can attack them. They have implants in my head. They just steady around in my face. Um, that's me back there. My face should be shaped like that. But as you see, it's not. Uh, this whole room is full of energy. I'm actually submerged in this energy. The whole entire room is just full of energy. And at nighttime, they have me submerged in the energy and attacking me. They have this energy coming out from under the floor. It's some kind of way. Even the dirt comes up with it. I've never seen a house where the dirt be up under the beds and up under the chairs like a pile of dirt. And when I sweep, I'm sweeping up dirt. I've never seen that in a house before because this energy, when it's coming up, the dirt coming up through the floor too, because this is smart dust. I don't know if they sending it through the ground, off under the ground, or what. Because when we go outside, something come from out of this house. A whole bunch of stuff be floating out of this house and just start moving different directions. I think that's the smart dust, and I think the smart dust be in this house because there be so much dust. I have to dust, especially with the TV. They just stuff that goes on in here I just never seen before, and I think it's because of the technology. Uh, they doing all sorts of things. They even making technology insects. Um, they be stuff floating out there in the yard outside look like smoke, and it be floating one direction. I do know these men they be making fires, and they make it uh so the ashes will just float, but I'm just that don't be it. Not what I'm talking about. I see the ashes, but I see something else out there. Something else be going on out there. And then we under attack with the direct energy. They have this stuff in the lights of the cars. So once they cut the car off, they something still running, something still doing something in the lights. And I have taken video where you can see on my daughter's car, you can see the energy. It be red coming off her lights because they have her attacking me too. Um, but I heard that they sell these cars with the lights on them, so I don't know if she knows that the lights on there or not. I don't know. But the way she act, like she don't act right. But especially when I start telling her how I'm hurting, it's like she just ignores me, like she shut off, so that she don't have to respond or hear how much I'm hurting. I don't trust her husband at all because I have left out of this room like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, and he got out there like he going outside to take a smoke at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I think he be out there attacking me with his cell phone because it's how people, some kind of way I guess the site they go to, they can attack through the site with the frequency. Because I've seen too many people pointing their cell phones at me. But right now, you see, I'm talking low. Normally, I be getting loud. But when they attacking me like that, I can't. I can't even. It's like it's hurting me to talk. It's like they punishing me because I did drink some tea to cleanse my bowels, and I drank some tea that was made out of herbs like soursop leaves and stinging netty and uh, burdock root and raspberry leaves, um, um, hibiscus tea, and just different herbs that I have a tea in my refrigerator. And I drank some before I went to bed last night because I wasn't feeling good yesterday, all day yesterday. Actually, ever since Monday, because Monday I did take the trash out and I had to pass by my daughter's car, but they monitors in this house. All these people monitors me. They know when I'm going outside or when I'm outside. And they can attack within their home because they use remote control. and they can release this stuff through remote control. They can actually attack me while they inside their house because what they use go through glass, so it goes through the windows. They can attack me while they inside their house through the windows, and I could tell someone be attacking me, especially my heart. So there's a guy right beside us, and he be attacking me when I'm outside. He sends stuff out. I'm in the daytime. I can't tell, but at nighttime you can see this stuff that he be shooting, and it be like a bunch of stuff flying, floating or flying. It don't be floating; it be flying because they shooting direct energy weapons, and they look like a bunch of orbs by my security system. But in the daytime, you can't see it. They can shoot you a trillion times and you won't see it in the daytime. But at night, you'll see it. They really got me hurting. Look at my stomach. And they this the side I be hurting on. And I be trying to fast, and it just makes me extremely hungry. That's what these people can do with this technology. They even brags about and puts out videos about all the things that they can do. They have actually have the game stalkers brain height also. So they make them the stuff that the game stalkers do is being made. They making them do it because they hide their brain. And the woman said that they can, if they have compassion, they'll take that out of their brain. If they have a conscience of what they do, they take that away from them. So they more up under this technology than we are. We being attacked by, but they being programmed by it. And they watch them because how can they tell if they have compassion or if they have a conscience? Because they're watching them too. We are being invaded by creatures from other planets. They've been coming here for many, many, many years. They probably before I was born, when I was a child anyway. Um, and like I said, I'll be 66 years old next month. And I do believe these things here been here before I was born. And I believe they've been taking people places, like the presidents, governors, people in high places. I do believe for many, many, many years they've been planning this thing all along to this point. The Antichrist has already been crowned. They crowned him last year as the king. And he is on the internet saying he's every man. So they got him in all these different poses, like the song of that Shaka Khan song that I'm every woman. He's saying he's every man. And the Bible say that the Antichrist won't have uh, desires for a woman, and he don't. He like transgenders. They want them to look like a woman. Not all of them. Because they are on the internet. There are 3 men that had been murdered to silence them. But there's one man still alive, and he's talking. There's one lady that's been murdered by the doctors because she had surgery. It's supposed to be just a minor surgery, and they killed her because she said a certain person was a trendy, and she is. They've really been playing this thing out. So we are already in the one world order. So if we already in the one world order, do that mean that we are already in the tribulation, where we're supposed to have 3.5 good years and 3.5 years of pure hell? So if the tribulation began in 2023, which they have changed our time, I saw a man and he said that they have taken our time up by 8 years. So if we count backwards, we're not in the 2000s. Or is it in the 2000s? I can't remember how he said it, but he said that things were supposed to happen in a certain time. But I don't know if that's true or not, because how could they take the time like that if people don't know it? I don't know if that's true or not. Because people, how can you take the time of 8 whole years? But he said the Ethiopians are not on the same time with us. That they 8 years behind us or 8 years before us. I think it's they 8 years behind us because they took time up 8 years. So that the thing that was supposed to happen in certain years, it didn't happen. But actually it did happen. But we thinking it's other times, it happened in the time that it was supposed to happen in, but we not knowing because our years been taking up 8 years. I still don't know how that could have been done and people not know that time went up. Because if it's 1900, and then you start saying it's 1908, people gonna know that, well, it was just 1900. How it gonna be 1908? So I don't know how true that is. But he did say that Ethiopia is behind us. They're not on the same time as all the rest of the world. Um, they talk about the smart cities where you can't go but 15 minutes from where your house is. So if there's certain places where you used to shop, like I guess in these new cities, they're gonna have shopping centers or something like that. But what if something is further away than 15 minutes? You won't be able to go there. That'll be the end of you shopping there. Um, this is thing that they already started creating in other places. They did name the place, but I can't remember what they said. But everybody got to have a digital ID, a bank account, and I did write it down so I remember. And a smartphone. You have to have it. This is something that everybody got to have. A digital ID, a bank account, and a smartphone. That's a requirement that people have to have. And um, I really do feel sick to the stomach tonight, this morning rather. I really am feeling sick to the stomach. Mm. But oh, I've seen video where they were talking about a whole lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. Where prophecy TV again. The the preacher that be preaching on that channel, he had a discussion with a lady, and they was really talking about a lot of stuff. They was the one talking about the smart cities, and then I saw another guy. He was talking about it and showing videos of what these people are saying. Um, but you got people in leadership position. They already know who the Antichrist is, and they already crowning him king. He really not the president Biden. He really not running nothing. It's being ran by the Antichrist. And so the war that's getting started. This is they got Biden out front there, but it's done being done by the Antichrist. He behind the scene telling them what to do. Oh Lord, I just feel sick right now. These people, I mean, they just got me. They trying to make me sick, and just say that this is how people gonna get sick. That what they talking about is coming. The other C-19. It's the atmosphere. We being attacked in our atmosphere. We being attacked inside our homes because the utility companies is involved in it too. Because they putting these digital meters on our homes, and it's releasing these energies, and these energies are attacking us because our bodies are not created to take in this stuff, because radiation is mixed up in this stuff also. So you have the utility companies, you have the sheriff department, city cops, and the military that goes into these community watch meetings. Like yesterday, some young boys walked past here, walked down and turn around and go back out. I think they did it like 2 times. I could tell when they held the meetings because more cars start coming down, turning around, going back out. More people walking by. Cause I had never seen no boys before, like two black boys, and then the girl with her baby walking by. So they had the women walking by with their babies. So you know, I really don't know why they had the women, because they did it at the other house too. The same, see, that's why I know these people not just exercising, because they doing the exact same thing that they did at the other house. And like that old lady came over here saying that their phone was out, that she need to call the utility company, I mean the telephone company. Nobody never came to fix her phones, because she said that somebody had dug up the phone line. Nobody came to fix nothing. And so the very next day, my daughter went over there and she said that they had already fixed the phones because they want nothing wrong with her phones. They did the same thing at Glen Riley. A man came and asked me could he use our phone because their lights was out, and I said no. No. And he looked like, he stood there. I said, no, y'all, you can't use my phone. I said, you people been doing stuff to us since we been here. So he just stood there because the thing was for them is dealing with the security system. Then they started putting owls, shining an owl face so that my camera, because I had two cameras on the porch. So one side of the porch, they would put an owl so that the other side of the porch, the camera will record that owl. And the owl is something that the secret society worship. At the Bohemian Grove, they have this giant owl where they do something like they uh, sacrificing a woman. They be doing stuff out there because nobody can go there. So they doing some type of ritual stuff. Only the like top people, and it's out in the woods somewhere. But people have sneaked, and probably people that uh, got into this thing, then they get out of it because they see that it's something demonic. Because that's how it's getting on the internet. But people gets in this thing and they realize how demonic it is, and they don't want no parts of it. And see, they gets out of this stuff, and just like you got famous people that join stuff, and then they want to get out of it, like Michael Jackson and Prince and Whitney Houston, and a whole lot of different people, famous people. They want to get out of this thing, but your only way out is death. That's what happened to President Kennedy, the Kennedys, because they was trying to tell what's going on with this Freemason and the skull and bones and the boule. They don't. It's pure demonic. Once you get good up to past the 33rd degree, that's when they learn the doctrines of devils. And so now they're teaching people how to open the third eye because they want people. They need people to help them get to where they're trying to get to. And so nowadays they got these famous people that they don't help get rich, and they're trying to break them down, tell all their dirt. And see, God is using them. Just like God used the devil to get Jesus on the cross. God is using the devil to bring these preachers and these people in high places down. Because they've been videoing these people all this time. And then they use AI. They can use AI and make it look like that exactly like you. I have used AI on Facebook. And it be looking just like a younger version of me. Even as a little girl. I took all that stuff off of my profile except for the little girls. Because everybody knew that I'm not no little girl, but it looked like me as a little child. And it had all those other pictures. I had me looking fine. And I took it down because this guy said he's looking at my profile and he said I was real pretty. And I told him that's AI. So I deleted it because I'm not trying to lead nobody. They thinking they getting a young woman, and here I am going on 66 years old. And I'm not slim anymore. Got this round moon pie face. They got me looking like the sun or the moon. And I don't know how far they're gonna take this, because they doing this there's not a night go by that they're not doing this to me for the last 6 years. They've been doing this to me for the last 6 years. But for the last 2.5 years, it's been severe. They've been severely attacking me. I was telling my daughter last night that I wished I had the money where I could get me a hotel, get me a room somewhere where they can't come and just get someone to make me a room, to get me a room, and then they just take me to it. Because I haven't had a good night's sleep in 6 years. Maybe longer than that. Because we've been up here 8 years. So for the last 8 years, I would say, uh, now, when we was at the first house, I was able to get some sleep there. But once we moved, um, and they knocked that fence down, I haven't been able to get no sleep, a whole night's sleep. I've been under attack all this time. But these people won't let me get sleep. But I was having that problem before we even moved up here. So that's why I said it's been longer than 8 years. Because someone was attacking me in Lumberton. That's why I started going to the doctors. And these doctors, they know what's going on because they tell them. They be sitting at the doctor office. Some of them be there before we get there because they know our appointments. Get ready to go to the grocery store. They there already. You got citizens, just regular citizens who got into this because they go to the churches. They go to the stores and take our pictures and have it shown. And then they send texts and email, all kind of stuff to the computer system, to people's cell phones. So if they have in the store where they have the new modern cash register, it works like a computer. They can send images and whatever they want to say to the cashier. They can say it so that the cashier say something. Because they're trying to make us paranoid. But they tell people to say that we are paranoid schizophrenia. I ever had one of my brothers, when I tried to tell him what I was going through, he talking about, you sound like you paranoid schizophrenia. I didn't have nothing else to say to him because I know that you're a gangster. I don't care who you are. I really don't care who you are. You can be one of my children, but if you are a gangster, I don't have no use for you. I really don't. I've lost all trust in you. And I can be still nice to you, but I don't trust you no more. And as soon as I can get away, I can raise money back up, which is hard for me to do. Cause I think that's why my grandson is having it so hard, because he the one caused me to lose my money, and they trying to make sure that he don't have money, so he can't pay me back. He done lost his truck. I do believe they the one who tied his body because his intestines was coming out of his stomach. He had to have surgery, but he's still having problems. He's probably being implanted, but they don't want to believe. And I'm telling them, they don't want to believe. Cause one of my daughters one of my daughters has gained a lot of weight. Ain't never been that big, but she's at my place, and this same stuff is at my house. That's why I don't really. Uh, well, they put it up under my house too. And my landlord, I had inspections. I think it was last month. She got to talking about how her knees is hurting. We getting older, When your back be hurting, your knees. No, you saying that because you know that's what I'm going through. Because this energy, you let these people put this energy up under this house. But she real skinny. She ain't being blowed up like I am. And that's what I told her. I said, yeah, but you still slim. She looks like skinnier than what she was. Because she know that's what I'm going through because that's what these people doing to me. They attacking my cells and loosening up my skin. My legs and stuff, I could tell they being loose. My whole body is being, the inside of me is being loosed up because they're attacking my cells. This hot energy is doing something on the inside that you can see on the outside. Mm. And I mean, they ain't so much further where my organs can go, cause this is my organs under attack and my cells under attack. My stomach, these are my intestines swell up like this. That's why they go up in your rectum so they can swell up your intestines. And they have these doctors to put the implants in these places so wherever they want this stuff to go, it's going to the implants. And then it's just spreading out through the body because the frequencies makes this stuff goes in patterns. Whatever the frequency, and the frequency that they see can cause you to have medical problems also. That's why they say my sister had Alzheimer's because this technology has attacked her to the place she having the exact same symptoms as a person who will have natural Alzheimer's. The lack of protein in the brain. But this is being done to her. She lost all use of her body functions and stuff. Her legs, can't even straighten out her knees. I went in her room last night. I don't know what that was. I did take a picture of it because it's not the first time I went in her room and saw that on her lips. A whole bunch of white stuff on her lips and coming down, but it was thick. So I don't know if that was mucus or what that was. So I just wiped the mouth and I got this oil I made up to put on her lips because her lips just be so chapped from where these people be dehydrating her. Because you can't give her but so much water. And they just attacks her so bad. They attacks me the same way. They're attacking me in my forehead right now. So they getting ready to shut me down. And when they get ready to start putting me to sleep, that's where I start feeling this stuff right here because they attacking my pineal gland. This is your pineal gland is not for your third eye. That's a lie from the devil. These are the fallen angels teaching this to people. But anyway, your pineal gland releases hormones through the body. That's the purpose of the pineal gland. And it releases melatonin that would make you feel sleepy. And they like OD me on it. And they just put me to sleep. Right? I could be talking right in the middle of a word, I'll fall asleep. But anyway, what time is it now? It's 5:40. So I've been talking quite a bit. So I'm gonna get off of here. Cause they making me feel dizzy. They attacking me right here in my forehead. Oh, see, I told you they trying to put me to sleep. They trying to get me to shut up. They got this stuff coming up through the floor attacking my feet too. But they really been attacking me all this week. My skin just be burning. It just be burning. Because I've been going outside more this week. Because I said, well, if they going to attack me, I'm in the house and they're attacking me, I might as well go on outside. But see, by me going outside, they have more access to my body. But I went outside because I enjoy watering my plants. And my daughter, we both have trees out there. And I brought some new ones. And I got to pot them. But I started to pot them yesterday. But I didn't. Uh, I need some stuff to be uh, delivered to me because I have some berries, and berries have to have acidic dirt, soil, and so I need to have the soil that I have brought. I need to make it more acidic because I ordered uh, some raspberry and some golden berry raspberry, and I ordered some grapes because I got a male grape that I done had about 7 or 8 years, and it never grew no grapes. Because when I brought it, when I brought it, I brought a male and a female, and the female got gone, I guess. Someone took the female and left me with the male. So I don't know how they knew the difference because I didn't. So I brought me 2 more females, and so that the male can pollinate. But they don't. I never seen the grapevine grow any flowers. So I don't know how you need a male and a female when the male don't grow flowers to pollinate. So I don't know how that go. I just went by what they said do. So I brought me 2 female grapes vine, and I'm buying all this stuff on this bed property. We not gonna get no food. Long as we on this property, we not gonna get no food off of them trees. Because someone is personally attacking the trees. When the fruit start coming, it'll grow, but then it'll shrink back. It gets go back to something small like that there, because this energy that's coming out from under this ground, that someone is personally um, attacking our trees. Cause this is being controlled by somebody. I can tell that it's being controlled. You can see all this energy in the background. All on the walls, all on my pictures. So I'm submerged under this stuff. And that's how people getting sick, through the atmosphere. It's not just some disease or whatever. That C19. Um, you got the medical people lying, saying that you have something that you don't have. They lying. People are dying because a lot of them being murdered. And all the people that they saying died from the C19, they were dying from other stuff. But the hospital was being told to say that all of it was coming from the C19. You can get in a car wreck, they'll say it with the C19. There's so much deceit going on. So much deceit. So much of it. Oh Lord. How can you say let me get off? I'm still running my mouth, so I gotta make that move and get off of here. So y'all be blessed. Be safe this weekend and be safe for the rest of our lives. We gotta try to be safe because we don't have anyone who representing the people. Everything they doing is just a game to them. Some type of power struggle and full of lies. Dead men bones. That's what they are.